Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this LENRUE G11 computer soundbar. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. Okay, so let's get this open. Okay, so here's the sound bar. Let's take a look at the manual. So here are the specs. It says power supply is USB plug. Power input is 5 volts at 2 amps max. LED lights, touch to turn on or off. This is how to make the auxiliary connection. It says power on, plug the USB power cable into the power source. Computer USB port, USB power adapter or power bank. Connect with the audio source. Plug in the 3.5mm audio cable into the audio jack, and then configure the sound output device in the computer. This says USB-C to USB adapter. So it comes with an adapter to plug this into newer computers that have USB Type-C. And here's some troubleshooting. So let's check this out. So the case is plastic. We have a metal grill on the front, a little bit of plastic here over the logo. I'll pull that off. We have LED lights on the sides and bottom. We have foam feet on the bottom. We have a knob on the top. It clicks to turn on and off and has volume. And then we have the cord coming out the back. So the cord has 2 plugs on it. We have the USB-A and the 3.5mm, which would be like a headphone plug. Let me measure the cord. I got right around 48 inches with that. So let me connect this up to try it out. So first I'm going to plug it into my iPad. So I'll plug in the USB power here, and then I'll plug this into the headphone port of my iPad. So this could be a power bank, wall outlet. Of course, the typical way you'd hook this up would be to plug both of these into your PC, and I'll connect this up to my laptop in a little bit. So I'll turn this on. It's drawing 0.15 amps. I'll go into my iPad and I'll get some music playing. Now, since this is getting power from the headphone port, you do want to make sure you turn the volume up and down. So actually it's down here. So I have it, I think, all the way up, but sometimes I'll turn it down a little bit to maybe 80%. We'll see how it sounds. Okay, so it's coming out of here. You can turn it up. Okay, turn it up all the way. Okay, so that sounded pretty good. So this is a small speaker, so it's not going to be as good at reproducing the bass sounds as a larger speaker would, but it didn't get overly distorted when I turned it all the way up. I'm guessing most people won't want to use this at full volume, but it sounded nice. And of course on the mids and lows it sounded great. But I would say this is on par with the other speakers of this size. So we do have those LED lights. Let me turn off my light here and turn off the overhead light. So here we can see those RGB lights. So to change the lights, we actually just touch the little icon. There's a little light bulb icon in front of the knob. And then we can tap that and turn them off. So if you want to use this for kind of work purposes during the day, you can turn them off. Nighttime you want to listen to some music, you can turn those lights on, and then you have your party mode. So you can see it does kind of different patterns here. It's green, it kind of cycles through different things, and sometimes it will have some that are different colors. So now I'll show connecting this up to my laptop. So here I have my MacBook Pro. I can plug into the USB on it. And now we're powering the speaker from the laptop. Now if you had this back here, it'd be blocking it, but oftentimes you'll have this up on a stand. That's actually how I have it. My stand is actually over here, off to the side. So let me get my laptop up on the stand how I normally have it, and then the speaker could, say, go under here. So in this configuration, you typically have your keyboard and mouse in front of it. Now, if you have a computer monitor, this looks sized perfectly to go under your computer monitor. So a lot of computer monitors sit about this high off the desk surface, so you can set that under there. And it's not going to be wider than most monitors people are going to use. So that's the LENRUE G11 computer soundbar. If you're looking for a soundbar with a clean look, I think this is a great option. You only have one wire coming out of the back to your equipment, and it has a nice clean look to it, but you can also turn those lights on if you want a little bit of flare. It gives you that option. The volume knob was really easy to turn. I have decent sized hands, so little knobs can be difficult to turn. This one was very easy due to its size. I do like having knobs because I find it faster to turn the volume down than to go into your computer and go through the settings to do it. If you're listening to something you need to turn down real quick, you can just turn the knob and you're done. And since this has a 3.5mm jack, this is going to be compatible with most computers and laptops. Now, if you want to hook a smartphone into it, some phones you'll need an adapter. Those are pretty easy to come by. And if you're plugging it into a device that doesn't have USB, like a tower or laptop, then you can plug this into an outlet like phone charger or even a battery bank. Now, you could also use this with a TV. You could plug this into the headphone port on the back of a TV, and most modern TVs have USB on them too, so you could plug this into the TV for power, and that gives you a really clean setup there. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.